Hey everybody, it's your girl Tara Michelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. Today is part 2 of my green fragrances. So this is where I talk to you guys about 11 through 20 of my top 10 green fragrances in my collection. So let's jump right into it. Let's start off with Smeraldo, which is from the house of Sylvaine Delacourte. I currently own 2 of these decants, and I wanted to show you guys the full one instead of the one that's almost gone, just so that you know what it looks like when it hasn't been used if you purchase this size. So I will move on to a full bottle once this is gone. However, this is a very complicated or complex and sophisticated fragrance. You have angelica, you have yuzu, you have pear, you have hawthorn, you have vetiver, and pine needles. Now there's some other stuff in there, some begins with an M and some begins with an L, but I'll tell you right now, without looking at them, I do remember that I can't pronounce either one of them. But something like mastic and lena something. Anyway, these are on Fragrantica, or you can go to sylvainedelacourte.com and look up all of the notes yourself. But this is a beautiful green fragrance. The pine needles in this adds that greenness, which is just perfection. And again, this is another one that I wouldn't just outright tell someone to go get, much like Lily Lang, because it's like, I don't know if you're going to like this the way that I do. I can tell you about the notes. I can tell you that it's a beautiful spring fragrance that is green and so feminine and sophisticated. I love the use of hawthorn in this. And also the vetiver is not like, you know, strong, spicy, crazy vetiver. This is actually a brilliantly fresh green fragrance that is ultra feminine to me. Very clean. Absolutely, you can make this your signature scent for spring and summer. There will be no problem with that. So again, that's Smoraldo from the house of Sylvaine Delacourte. The next 2 fragrances go hand in hand because I have the original and then I also have the dupe. So I'm going to go ahead and mention them with Ani from Nishane, or Nishane, however you want to pronounce it. I don't think it matters. As well as Drowning in Vanilla from the house of Dua. So Drowning in Vanilla, of course, is the dupe of Ani. Both of these smell so similar. So these are complex vanillas. You know, with this one, I'm just going to talk about the notes for this one. And this one is one of those vanillas that has like the cardamom and I do believe Turkish rose, but you also have like bergamot. So you're going to get your citruses. You have sandalwood, you have pink pepper, and then you have green notes. So this is one of those complex niche vanillas where they throw everything in but the kitchen sink to come up with the final product that is a vanilla fragrance. It is vanilla fragrance that has so much more depth and complexity than anything you would normally be used to when you're thinking about vanilla fragrances. The same goes for Drowning in Vanilla with it being a dupe. So while this isn't my favorite, it is growing on me. I am using up the decant that I had because I'm trying to become one with this fragrance, because again, I don't like to give away or sell things that are gifted to me, especially by people that I love. But yeah, this one is taking a little bit. This is definitely a very overhyped fragrance to me. I think that if you can't afford the price tag for this one, go for Dua's Drowning in Vanilla. It's close enough to hit the mark. So, oops. I think that if you like a complex vanilla and you like a spicy vanilla with a beautiful greenness, that you'll really like this. So, yeah. This next one is also from the house of Sylvaine Delacourte. And again, it is not a safe blind buy. I really recommend that you get the Discovery set before purchasing any of these, because while they are beautiful and raw in that sophisticated, complex way, and I am really drawn to many of their fragrances, that does not mean everybody will be. So this one is called Valkyrie, another beautiful green fragrance. This one has the greenness from mint. So you're going to get your vanilla, you're going to get your sandalwood, you're going to get lime, bitter orange, and mint. Really beautiful fragrance to me. Very sophisticated, very just beautiful to me. everyday signature scent worthy, as everything in Sylvaine Delacourte's house is for spring and summer. So yeah, that's Valkyrie. This next one is Chanel Chance Eau Fraiche, which makes a lot of people's green list. And it's so funny to me because the notes in this are like lemon and citron and probably some pink pepper, I do believe, with teak wood and water hyacinth. Is there iris in this? I don't recall, so don't hold me to that. But so I think the teak wood and the water hyacinth is where you're going to get most of that greenness from. The citron also helps, but it doesn't like mention any green notes and, you know, or like grassy type of elements. But this is a very green fragrance to me. And it is so beautiful for spring and summer. I prefer this one more in the summer because it's just that fresh, hence the name Eau Fraiche. Can't really talk about complex vanillas and not add this beauty. Of course, this is Yves Saint Laurent's Manifesto. This is another, like I said, complex vanilla. You're gonna get your vanilla, you're gonna get your jasmine sambac, you're gonna get your tonka bean, but you also have your blackcurrant and your bergamot to open it up. But this one also has green notes as well as lily of the valley. That is where the greenness comes through. Now, this is one I really enjoy. This one is not as spicy as an Ani. So while I do love a complex vanilla, it's just so smooth and so feminine. This next one is from the House of Tocca and it's called Guilietta. There's a beautiful Granny Smith apple in here. Ylang ylang, tulip, lilac, all that good stuff. And it has that beautiful lily of the valley. She is one of my favorites from the house. Absolutely stunning. Perfect for spring and summer. The greenness is just a supporting player here. It is not a super strong green fragrance. Very feminine and very delicately, beautifully sweet. You can't say that. Delicately, beautifully sweet. Maybe, yes. With that Granny Smith apple. It's great. It's a very great use of the Granny Smith apple. And it doesn't smell like anything I've smelled before. So I love this. Again, that's Guilietta from the House of Tocca. This next one is Angel Au Crossiere 2019 from the House of Mullet. Now, there aren't any green notes listed here. We have sorbet, we have patchouli, we have praline, but we also have mango in it and some other notes. But the mango in this smells like the skin of it, like the rind or the peel of it. It's a very green, beautiful fragrance. I absolutely love this. I think this is my favorite one out of Nova, this one, and 2020. I actually just love the greenness in this. It is so beautifully sweet with a little bit of earthy spiciness and that mango, which gives me the flesh of the mango, but also the peel of the rind, whatever you want to call the outside of it, the skin. It is exquisite. This is a masterpiece if you ask me. And again, that's Angel Au Crossiere 2019 from the House of Mullet. Next, we have Aqua di Gioia from the House of Giorgio Armani. This is on everybody's green list too. This is a beautiful aquatic fragrance. The lemon in this is stunning. That Virginia cedar is just amazing, and it has a mint in here, and I think that's what gives it that greenness. There's a lot of notes in here, but that is what stands out to me the most. That Amalfi lemon. It feels more aquatic and more green than what the notes say. And if you hear the thunder or see the flash of lightning, guys, it's storming here. I do apologize. But yes, Aqua di Gioia is a very fresh, invigorating fragrance that you can absolutely wear every day of summer and spring. I think it's aquatically green, so refreshingly green, uplifting, clean, fresh, crisp, all of those beautiful defining words. So again, that's Aqua di Joa from the House of Giorgio Armani. Can't talk about Aqua di Joa and not talk about Ocean di Joa, the very oceanic version. You have the beauty of sandalwood and salt in here, which is counteracted by the water jasmine, the lily of the valley, and the green notes. There's much more going on in this. Like Giorgio Armani really likes his notes, but this is a very clean, oceanic, watery fragrance. And even though there's salt in it, it's a beautiful, like, salt of the misting of the air of the ocean waves. Not actually the salt water in your mouth, but just like the salt in the air, because there's a sweetness to this that water jasmine is contributing to. It is just stunning. I actually prefer this one over Aqua di Gioia. It isn't as loud and pungent, but it also doesn't last as long either. So with the whole Aqua di Gioia line though, I'm topping up at 4 hours. So I don't mind though. The bottle is sleek. You can easily throw it in your purse. But for the price point, I do think they need to work on longevity. However, this is a beautiful, beautiful, slightly green, much more oceanic fragrance. That is part 2 of my green fragrances list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I was able to introduce some new things to you, or maybe remind you of something that you had on your list that you need to go revisit. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. Please join the family. Also click the like button and select the notification bell so that you never miss any of my future uploads. As always, I can't wait to see you guys in the comments. And until then, bye.